Welcome everybody. Earlier I was speaking with someone who there was some confusion about the mixing porcelain, but what I'm going to be doing is actually mixing up the slip, not mixing different colors together, since I don't do that layering action. So I'll just be showing how I actually make the colored porcelain. And I have a few samples up in the front. You can get amazing colors these days because there's these new stains that have come out that, like the reds are better. And this year they came out with a new yellow that threw me because they don't make their old one anymore, and that's what I was using. But it kicks the old one in the butt. So anyway, sunshine yellow, you need a lot less of it. It's just, you know. Woo!
It's a mason stain?
It's a mason stain. All right. So what I'm going to end up with at the end of the demo is this. The slip, which I hold around until I need it because it tends to dry out. But I'll wedge it up on plaster. And 300 grams makes this much. 300 grams of the clay. And this is a good amount for me because I'm making things that are, well, you can see them on there, but, you know, these kind of little doohickey mabob. So I work pretty slow, so the clay dries out. So I'll keep it like that until I need it. Plus it gets more plastic in there. So to start, I have a recipe up here for 100 grams of the porcelain slip, and I make 300 in here. But for every 100 grams, you need about 3/4 cup of water. So, I'm going to go over this thing, but since I'm mixing 3, I'll do that 3 times. And these have nice measurements on it. It doesn't have to be that exact. I like to do it at least the day before the first part, because what I'm going to add is vegan tea, which is going to make it more plastic, because my porcelain recipe is very not plastic. So this stuff makes it a little easier to work with, and it's in the recipe if anybody's interested.
So you just zero your scale with the water, and then just add it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love these scales. Somebody found this, I think, online now for like $30 or something. Really amazing.
And what is that you're putting in? I'm sorry.
It's called vegan tea. Who's asking? So here's, and it's on the sheet. So it's all typed up. I mean, I didn't make multiple copies, but if anybody's interested, you can just write it down. Okay, so that I'll mix up with the mixer, but I'm not going to use that right now because it's just going to glob together. So I'd mix it up with the mixer, leave it overnight. I've left it overnight. Magic.
Wow! Is your name Martha? Oh my God! Who's your sponsor, Martha?
So I usually give it another little mix. And if I leave it for a couple weeks because it gets away from me, it'll get kind of gelatinous. It's kind of funny. Alright. So my porcelain I mix up ahead of time. I mix up 1,400 grams. This is less. That's how much fits in this container, and I shake it up. So it's 4 ingredients. They're downstairs, but you don't need to see me. Kaylin. So anyway, it's all in here. And it's, my recipe is 50% kaolin, garlic, because I want it super white, and then 30% feldspars, and I use both a soda and a potash feldspar. Hold on a second. Alright. I'm going to use the other one, because it didn't zero. So, in a pinch, you get to see, sometimes I'm in a rush. Overnight doesn't happen. And then I'll usually leave, since I usually leave it sitting around anyway. It's not a big deal. Alright, so this time I'm going to wait. Okay.
Susan, is this slip that you're going to put on top of the pieces you're making, or are you going to make your pieces out of it?
I make my pieces out of it.
Okay, because you were calling it a slip, so I'm saying.
Oh, well, it...
Here comes the rain.
We're sitting here for a while.
It comes and goes pretty fast. I mean, it might be famous last words, but... So I'm not sure how well this clay works for throwing and things like that, because I just am making very small things. And I was going for, I wanted a super white, I wanted it to be a little bit glassy, that's why I have some soda feldspar in there too. And I wanted translucency, so that's how I came up with this recipe. But I don't know how well it works with other hand building or throwing techniques.
So you got 300 grams of the clay in there.
And now I'm going to add the stains. So I've got all these test tiles, and then I'll write right on there. I mean, I'll just do a code, but then I have, so this is 5% of the sunshine and 1% lobster, but since it's times 3, I'll be putting 15 in. This. And for measuring out really small amounts, for some reason, I think the scale doesn't like when there's a lot of weight on there already, so I just put a spoon on there. Because there's only 1% lobster in there, so that'll only be 3 grams.
Does your scale go down to single grams, or what's the smallest?
It goes to decimals of grams, so like right now it's saying 2.6. 3.1, so that's what I'll put in. Alright. Mix it up, and that's it. So it's pretty easy. And for drying it out, I used bins like the ones that are under the table and behind, well, they're all over the place. I just pour the plaster right into these plastic bins. There you go.
Very good. All right. Well, they're beautiful, beautiful colors. So all your colors are just Mason, just straight up Mason stains.
Yeah. I mean, I'll use multiple Mason stains in one, but they're mostly Mason stains.
Yeah.
What color are you firing?
Content. In electric, mostly, except for the white, I reduce. I do reduction fire because I want that porcelain white, or the production firing porcelain white.
Have you used it to slip trail while it's wet?
No, I
Or
haven't.
anything?
All right. Well, thank you very much.